Hello again, and welcome back for our short little series on coping skills. I'm Samantha Stevenson, one of the behavioral therapists here at City of Hope, Chicago, and also a cancer fighter. I'm here to help teach different ways that we can build up this toolbox for coping through cancer. Today, we are talking about skills that you can incorporate to your daily habits that you already do. We're often feeling overwhelmed and bombarded by a lot of decisions that come up with a cancer journey, a lot of emotions that come up, and it's hard to make decisions. When you're juggling all those different things, it's hard to learn a new coping skill when you desperately need it during that time. That's where stacking things together that you already do with a new skill can be really helpful, because then it doesn't seem like it's as much work to incorporate another new thing into your already busy day. Another good reason to practice coping skills when you're dealing with this overwhelming inundation of information and decisions with a cancer journey is we kind of feel all over the place. There's so many decisions to make. It's overwhelming, and it leaves us with a lack of control, like a feeling of everything's out of our hands. We're not going to this regular routine of work anymore. We have all these random appointments. I don't even know what day it is. But there are certain things that we do on a daily basis that we can tap into to give us that sense of control back, that sense of normalcy. Integrating mindfulness, positive affirmations, exercise, or anything that you want to do into things you already do helps you reach your goals without adding another to-do to your list. So first, think of all the things that you do on a regular basis. You might want to create a list. I made my own list. So wake up, I pretty much do that every day, thank goodness. Eat breakfast, have coffee, brush my teeth, shower, wash my face, put on makeup, drive to work, eat lunch, use the restroom, right? Wash my hands, drive home, pick up my child, feed the dog, watch TV, pay bills, shop online, play a game, go to bed. I kind of went through that extensively just so I can give you a good variety of ideas to choose from your own daily habits. Keep in mind everyone's will looks slightly different, so there might be things that you do on a daily basis that someone else might not. These are all individual to what you need and your daily living. So after you create your list, you want to consider your goals. I want to fill in the blank. I want to be more fit, manage my anxiety better, improve my mental health, learn how to listen to my energy level, do better with my spending, eat better, connect better with my loved ones, improve my sleep, forget things less, be more social, organize my stuff. Again, that's a variety of things that I came up with. You may have different goals, and that's completely fine. So it may be best to focus on one goal at a time, especially during a pretty disruptive time of life. Break that goal down into action steps that you'll pair with daily habits. For example, I'll pick my goal is I want to be more fit. So that in turn actually will help my focus and mental well-being. Exercise is great for a multitude of mental health needs also. In order to become more fit, I would need to be more physically active, probably encourage myself along the way too with some positive affirmations. I'll look at my daily habits list and see if I can incorporate fitness into some places. I'll be giving you a lot of examples to help you with your own ideas. In reality, I would maybe only stick to 1 to 3 habits that I'm incorporating to things I already do. We don't need to be overwhelming. We want these goals to be very small, attainable. They don't seem like work. Adjust them as you see fit. So if one skill is not sticking that I've set out to do as a daily habit, maybe I need to focus differently or modify what I'm trying to do so that it really helps me aim towards success. So again, I'm going to be pretty extensive in my description because I want to give you great ideas of how things might work for you. Waking up, okay, that's the first thing on my list. How can I incorporate being more fit into waking up? Well, this might be a good opportunity to meditate on how proud I am of myself for choosing to work on fitness. My body is important and I am proud. I am taking the time to focus on me. Saying that as a mantra, saying that as a positive affirmation when you wake up in the morning can kind of set the tone for the day. Or it could be a good time to think through your intentions for the day. So which skills will you be doing with which daily habits? Today, I will be standing in hero pose while I wash my hands, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. I eat breakfast. Full disclosure, I do not normally eat breakfast. If I want to be more fit, maybe I should. My daily breakfast consists of coffee and driving to work. So maybe I want to shift that a little bit. It could be a good opportunity to use the skill even as I'm making my coffee. I could use mindfulness while making my coffee. That would mean stopping to really focus. A lot of times our mornings are haphazard. We're getting ready for something, we're kind of slow moving, or maybe you're the Energizer Bunny in the morning and you're just jumping on everything you need to do. Thinking, stopping, taking a minute to really appreciate whatever that first thing is that we're putting in our body, whether it's food or coffee in my case. What that looks like is taking a first bite, taking a sip. Before even doing that, what does it look like? What does our food in front of us look like? For me, it's coffee. So that's preparing my Keurig or whatever you have. Okay, I see the little cup that it's in. What color is it? How does it feel before I put it in the machine? Pretty smooth, cold. What does your food look like? Is it cold? Is it firm, soft? Is it colorful? Is it bland? Take in all the colors that you see. Okay, so mine's probably gonna be brown. Maybe I pick my coffee cup based off of my favorite color, blue. What does it smell like as it's being made? I love the smell of coffee. I don't like the taste of it without something in it, but the smell, the aroma is kind of awakening in itself. What does your food look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? We're really using all of our 5 senses to take our time and focus in on that present moment. If you're a go person, again, this might take some time to get used to. Then comes the taste. So as I taste my food or coffee, are there any textures I'm noticing? Are there more grains in my coffee than usual? Is it savory? Is it sweet? And also sound. So as my coffee is brewing, can I just listen into it? Really focus on just that sound. Is your food sizzling? Is it steaming? Is it cold? Any of the things you can use to tap into your 5 senses while you eat your breakfast, whatever that is, can really help be a calming, mindful moment. The drive to work would be my next step on my list. I can engage or tighten my abs at each stop sign or each red light. Obviously, we're not doing anything too active while we're driving because we need to focus on what we're doing and be safe. But you could do progressive muscle relaxation as a technique. That's where you start with your toes and you squeeze them, and release. And then you move to your foot. Squeeze the foot in any way you can. Release. Go up the body, calf, thigh, abs, glutes, and work your way all the way up to your head. Maybe it's doing one part of the body at each stop sign or light. That kind of makes it fun, like, oh, great, I have to stop at every single light on my way to work. Hey, actually, it could be an opportunity. I'm gonna squeeze my feet as tight as I can till the light turns green, and then the next light or stop sign I stop at, then I go to my calf. The next one I get to move up the body. Eating lunch, one of my favorite parts of the day. We have great food here at City of Hope Chicago, so I'm really, really blessed in the fact that I have access to great food throughout my day. I love to sit near a sunny window, especially here in the Midwest. We need that vitamin D. Probably a good idea to be supplementing that if you live in our area, even on top of sitting in the sunlight for lunch. If my goal is to be more fit, I need to be a little bit more mindful of my eating. So we have access to this great food. Sometimes it's helpful to ask myself, what would a fit person eat? And is this selection helping me work towards my goals? That can help me decide between this fresh, delicious salad that's prepped and ready to go versus that savory pizza with the gooey cheese. When I ask myself, what would a fit person do? I think the choice is pretty clear to me. And then also, is this helping me work towards my goals? Maybe not, okay? And sometimes we do need to give in to those things. We do need to give in to that pizza, like we need that savory. It's totally fine to be flexible with yourself. Give yourself some grace. We're not always gonna hit these spot on. It's all about practice and trajectory. So are we heading in the direction of our goals? Yes, then that's okay. The next thing on my list is washing my hands. So once we're there washing our hands, remember it's supposed to be for at least 20 seconds. So cash in on it, right? Today is actually Superhero Day at the hospital, so we're encouraged to wear our favorite superhero t-shirt. We're all superheroes in my mind. So instead of doing that, in honor of Superhero Day, I'll show you what I do when I wash my hands. So I get up to the sink, give them a little wet, put some soap on, and then I start washing for 20 seconds. I am really conscious of my posture. I stand with my legs firmly planted, roll my shoulders back, and I kind of stand in this superhero pose that it's like a powerful position, and it has a lot of great things to do with your mind, finding that power within yourself. I can do anything kind of posture. This can be really helpful if you're feeling nervous before going into a meeting or even a doctor's visit, or maybe having a tough conversation with your family. I am capable, I am powerful, and I am ever present, tightening those muscles, standing and looking at yourself in the mirror as you wash your hands in that superhero pose. That's something I use to just strengthen my own self during the day. Other examples that I won't necessarily go through with you, but again, my drive home, picking up my child, feeding the dog, watching TV, all of those things. Where can I integrate my goals into things I do every day? And again, I would really only focus on one to start off with. Practice it maybe once a day. If that feels pretty comfortable, maybe you add on. You really need to go at your own pace. Remember, it's all about heading in that trajectory toward your goals. So there is no failure. Like, you're just moving in the direction that you want to go. And it takes little steps. So the current habits that you already do are built into your brain, and they're strengthened over years of practice. By linking new habits to the system you already have in place, you're more likely to stick with new behaviors that help you work towards your goals. Being mindful in your daily habits will help keep the momentum that propels us towards our goals. And keep in mind, again, it's all about trajectory. So as long as you're headed in the right direction, you're moving towards your target. Thanks again for taking the time for yourself and being present with me today. I will continue hosting more Coping Skills Toolbox sessions as time goes on.